If we should judge the apartheid state on how they treated their prisoners, then we should certainly also judge the liberation movement on how they treated theirs. The name Quatro is a dark stain on the human rights record of the ANC in the late 70s and early 80s.
The notorious Angolan camps for ANC recruits from South Africa in the 70s and early 80s were not all that the determined and militant youth who skipped the country expected them to be. One such camp was Quatro.
I think we were 8 or 9. We were handcuffed the following morning, forced to lie on our stomach in the Land Rover, and we could see now we're going to a place where if they give you bread, you'll think it's a cake. That's Quatro. Quatro is a number in Portuguese. We called it Quatro because we used to believe in our country at a place like number 4. I think this is the place. What was more surprising is that the uniform they gave was so dirty. And then they told us that this is a hell of a place. You could feel they just pointed to us, that's your cell. You don't look anywhere, you just go straight into that cell. If we are 5 in this cell or 10, if we have to stay for 10 years or 5 years or 6 years, you'll see the face that you are within that cell for that 6 years. Beatings in Quatro was an everyday thing. I remember one warder by the name of Sonwabo. We went to chop the wood. So I happened to look around for a stick because we were using a hacksaw. And it was very early in the morning, around about 8 o'clock. Just for looking aside. He beat me from 8 o'clock until 12 o'clock. I don't have any problem with the membership of the organization as such. I don't have any problem with my colleagues, but I have a problem with the leadership of the ANC. No one came to me, even after killing my father. No one came to me.
Whilst Diliza's father was assassinated by the ANC in the 80s after being suspected as a spy, Mr. Joe Seramane's younger brother, Chief, left the country to join the movement, but when everybody was returning back home, he never came back.
I come here on behalf of my family. I come here to express a feeling of betrayal by compatriots and comrades. I come here to express our disappointment and the way we feel cheated of a dear little brother, a promising young man, a brilliant young man. I come here to talk about the hypocrisy that's taking place in our country. I want to ask for the true records of those trials in Quatro camp. I want somebody to come and tell me what my younger brother actually did that he deserved to be shot like an animal being put down after being brutally disfigured so that his best friends could not recognize him. I want that comrade of mine to come up and be honest and say, and tell a little lie at least to the family, a little white lie and say, we shot him accidentally when we were practicing, we will be satisfied. Why do you cheat me of my brother's bones? Why do you think our contribution is worth nothing? Why do you think we ran and volunteered to risk our lives calling for your own return home? for justice, supporting you in your call to be treated under the Geneva Conventions, and you couldn't treat your own that way. Just say the truth. Come back and tell us.
This is how we build a new culture of respect for human rights and dignity, to expose the evils of the past so we are vigilant not to ever allow it again. We don't seem to be doing all that well on this score. One of Chief Seremane's torturers is today a senior manager in the National Intelligence Agency, with the full compliance of the ANC leadership.